Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Archer of Truth, Red Arrow. I want to welcome you back to React with Arrow. We're going to be doing a reaction to Peacemaker Season 2 Insider Episode 5, titled Back to the Story. But it's a play on to Back to the Future, basically. So I'm going to be doing that with my boy Hyperspeed the Gamer. I'll have our videos in the link description. So let's get them in here and let's see what the dealio is. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yes, sir.
So we're going to watch this insider video and see what they say. And then we're going to give our critique at the end of the
Alright, so you ready to get into it? You ready to watch
Let's get it!
what the episode portrays like?
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I can't wait for episode 7. Yeah. Alright, episode 5. You want to start it off or you want me to start it off?
Episode 5. Yeah, I'll start it off. Alright, the first scene that I thought was, I mean, it really wasn't funny. It was more like, you know, them like testing. I guess I don't want to say loyalty, but maybe more like they wanted to see if Hardcore wanted to, if Hardcore would really turn in Chris. And to see,
Her loyalty.
If she really like wanted her job back enough to turn in Chris to them. And because at this point, you know, deep down that Hardcore has feelings for Chris. It's just the fact of the matter is that she don't know how to bring out those feelings, you know. And so the whole scene at the park was because I knew that Hardcore, she wasn't going to actually like, you know, turn Chris in to August, because like I said, deep down, you know, she has her own weird kind of like feelings for her, for him, except for her, sorry, for him. And I like that scene, and also it kind of leads into like the same scene, but I also like the scene where it's kind of like a two-parter scene. But it kind of like leads into that, like the same scene, but kind of like leads into it. It's the scene where Rick starts beating the crap out of
Peacemaker.
Chris. He like literally starts beating the crap out of him.
Yeah.
And then Hardcore has Conomos book him so that way they can't like keep him like locked up, and they have to like kind of like let him go because they don't want him to go to prison or whatever.
Looking like that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So deep down, you know that that Hardcore has feelings. She just don't know how to like bring them out, you know.
Yeah.
It's either that or she truly don't even give a shit about Chris, but we know that's a lie.
Yeah, she cares about him. She's just having a hard time telling him about it.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my first one. Alright, so what is... Alright, let's hear your first one.
My first one would be where we pick up from episode 4 leading into episode 5, where Red Saint Wild is going after Eagerly because in episode 4 he finds the location by doing the whole spiritual reading thing. Yeah, and he finds out where he at, and he's like, "I found you, motherfucker." And so he finds him, and he starts off by poisoning a rat and throwing it at the house, at the cabin where Peacemaker and the Bido was at. And Vigilante was at too. And Eagerly, he started off, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was about to really kill Eagerly, because Eagly picked it up, and then Vigilante was like, Eagly, we're about to go save your father because
Well, in theory, that part, in theory, I think Eagly knew that the rat was poisoned. That's why he was trying to stop the coyote from taking it.
No, he wanted that from the coyote because that was his food.
True.
Because we pick up after that, after Vigilante was like, Eagly, we're about to go save your father. He was about to pick the rat back up and eat it, but then the fox grabbed it, or the coyote grabbed it and took it off and ran with him. And Eagly stopped him, and he was about to be like, because basically, if Eagly could speak, he was about to basically be like, "Hey man, that's my rat. You trying to take my food?
Yeah,
that's my food. You take it."
If Eagly would have ate the rat, he would have got poisoned and died.
Yeah. So then the fox or the coyote ate it, and then Eagly used his brain, was like, "Oh, somebody trying to poison me. Okay, I see what's happening." And so he set up, because he's the prime eagle, he set up Red St. Wild's by having, because I really thought that he actually shot Eagly, and I was like, bro, you gotta be shitting me that they did this to Eagly, having Red St. Wild actually kill him and shit. But we come to find out that basically Eagly told another eagle to fly around so it can get sacrificed and shoot his own self, or for him to shoot him. And we see that shit. And then
and also I'll consider it later on, but since we already talked about it, we're one of my topics I want to talk about. So anyway, but I was watching. I think I sent it to you. I was watching this thing on, I think it was either Facebook or TikTok. There was one of them two. But basically, I was watching this thing, and the dude basically was saying that the reason why there's no Eagly inside the other, like the other
Earth
Earth, is because of this whole fact that Eagly is basically the spirit of his brother, and that the spirit Eagly, his brother's spirit went into Eagly, and basically he's saying that it's basically the spirit of his brother inside Eagly. That's why there was no other Eagly inside
the other
dimension,
Earth.
Yeah, because his brother is basically Eagly, and his brother's protecting him through Eagly.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you. I think it was on TikTok. Can I go on TikTok? Let me see. I don't know if I can go on TikTok on the Xbox, so I can show you. I can show them.
You should be able to.
I just gotta go on.
You probably have to
internet.
just log in.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I know I sent it to Arrow over here, to Red Arrow. So let me get the 100. Alright, let me go on Google. It'll pop up with Google. There we go. Google. Okay. Google Earth. Oh no, we don't want no Google Earth. Alright, we go Google. Okay. So Google.
Got it.
I'm working on it. I'm typing in TikTok now.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll continue what I was saying. And basically, Eagly is the prime eagle in that universe, and he made another eagle sacrifice himself. R.I.P. that eagle.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But he basically.
And, I mean, we did find out that he was the prime eagle.
Yeah. And so he basically killed that eagle, and he thought that was Eagle, and he held him up and was like, "Yeah, I killed you." And then another eagle came and smacked him from behind. Basically, and if you think about it, that's basically
not what I put. Okay, whatever.
That's basically, if you think about it, that's the same thing Economos was telling him when he threw him on a rock, when Economos pushed him on a rock, and he made up that excuse, and he was like, "Yeah, Eagle came up behind you and just smacked you and pushed you on a rock." It's funny because Eagle actually did that. Eagle actually smacked him and pushed him on the ground,
Yeah.
and then they was starting to attack him until Eagle got on that rock and was like, "Attack that nigga!" Well, he said attack him basically in his words. Cause I was about to cry. I was about to so cry and be like, bro, you tell me they kill Eagle, I'm about to cry, bro. Cause I would say in episode 5, there were 2 moments where I was about to cry. Where it was the Eagle part when I thought he actually died, and then there's the other moment with Vigilante with Peacemaker. With Peacemaker. Another moment I would say I liked it was when Peacemaker was after Rick Flag Sr. beat up after they capture Peacemaker because of Hardcore. Because if y'all don't know Sasha Bordeaux, she's basically like who can I compare him or her to? She's basically like, who is Superman's enemy? What is his name? Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. It's not Lex. It's Lex. It's Lex. Not Lex Butler, but one of Superman's villains, and it's on the tip of my tongue. What is his name? No. Metallo. If y'all don't know who Metallo is basically a human.
You're not logging. Maybe I do with Facebook.
Metallo is basically a human that went cyborg, and he basically wanted to stop Superman. So he basically put kryptonite in his heart, when that was basically generating him, basically, and he would take out Superman. That's how Sasha Bordeaux was, that we find out in this episode, where Hardcore and Cosmos gets Peacemaker, where Peacemaker's in Argus custody.
Okay, hold on.
Hardcore basically tells the Cosmos, like, secretly, she like give him the cough thing to tell him to get over here. She likes to he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then we find out that basically Sasha Bordeaux was basically, I guess she was a human before, and she got scrambled up, or some accident happened, and she became a cyborg, and she also got crumbled up as a cyborg. And Economos basically had her mangled up body as his screensaver shot on his phone, basically. And we know that she's like basically a full cyborg, and we see that in that episode 5 where she was about to take the shot, and we seen it from her prepper vision, her POV shot. We seen it from her where she's about to take the shot by Hardcore, because I figure either how this is going to end is either she do love Peacemaker, or she cares about him to the point where like she sees him as a friend, and she don't love him like that way, like how Peacemaker loves her. She sees him as just a friend, or that's why I'm thinking at the end of episode 8, we're probably going to either see them just be friends officially, or they're going to be lovers. And we see that because she takes a bullet. Well, no, she don't take a bullet, but she basically saves Peacemaker by attacking him and putting him to sleep. So Bordeaux didn't have to shoot him straight in the skull, because she was about to straight shoot him in the skull. And then we find out later from that episode, in that episode, that when Rick Senior Jr. Rick Flag Senior.
I got it to work now.
Oh.
Okay.
So watch
I
that.
go to messages here. It should pop up. Yeah, here we go. Radio. I sent it to him. It's probably this one right here, right? Like this one here. It's this one right here. Right. I'm about to click on and play for you guys. Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can log in from my TikTok. Okay, so eagerly.
It's actually the primal evil.
That's
So
right.
it's possible that um, that eagerly could actually be uh, the spirit. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that's possible? Or do you think that's just like a host? A host. Hello? Hello? He had to go do something. I remember him talking about saying he went to go. That he has to go grab water here in a little bit. So that might be what he went to go do. So in the meantime, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's possible that Eagerly is Chris's older brother? Or do you think it's like a big host and a big host, and it's not actually like actually accurate? Because it's possible. It could be like debatable or relatable. Um, with Eagerly. Because I mean, we done seen Eagerly quite a few times already throughout the show, right? And we know that Eagerly is very intelligent, very smart.
Alright, my bad, y'all. I had to be right back for a second.
Are you back now?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll just basically explain, telling them that it's possible that Eagerly could be his older brother.
Yeah, Keith. Yeah.
Yeah, cause I showed them the TikTok video that I sent you.
So my Arrowettes,
Um,
make sure y'all go over to Hyperspeed channel and make sure y'all check out that video. See what he's talking about.
I showed it, and he makes some value points in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of my topics I want to talk about. So you kind of already did that one. But the next topic that was absolutely kind of funny is that with Vigilante, and I keep forgetting her name. Like,
Age.
Yeah, her. I keep forgetting her name. It's like,
Elabado.
Huh?
For short, I just call her AIDS. That's what Peacemaker calls her.
You said Ace?
AIDS.
Ace.
Yep.
Ace. And Vigilante. Like, I like to see when she gets the phone call, and she talks to the guy, and then the guy like talking to her. She
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like talking to him, and then my boy Vigilante just sitting all chill and calm, just like listening to the whole conversation, not butting in, not sitting there chilling, listening to the conversation. and then he starts. What was the word he used?
For what?
I forget the word that he used. When she was talking to the dude on the phone. Well, I'm not sure what the word was, but basically he thought that Ace was basically a lady of the night, you know,
A porn star.
and she was basically, she had an article to basically, to call her up if she would, do things.
Yeah, basically a porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can say lady of the night because she's the I don't want to say the actual word.
I mean, it's okay.
But that's what he thought. And then when he got off the phone with her, she was talking to Vigilante. I forget the word she used. What the word was.
I forget the word.
But basically, Vigilante told her that means that in business he don't know what it means, but in the other way it means to do it up the what. and my boy Vigilante though he kept it calm the whole time. He was serious about that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
He was serious about it. Like he wasn't he wasn't. I mean he was just sitting there listening to the whole conversation. I mean, do you think that Vigilante would jump in and say something? But Vigilante he's always calm and collected. He's always chill. And so that was another scene I liked. I thought that scene was kind of funny.
No, it was. Another scene I liked was like we get to find out that what I was saying, talking about what I was saying earlier, that after Rick Sr. basically not booked, after he got Peacemaker in custody and he beat him up and kind of almost like booked him, so he had to stop beating on him. Him and Sasha Bordeaux, they start talking and they like having like
they got some
flirty.
They got some romance going on.
Yeah, they had like some flirty shit type going on.
Yeah.
But then the funny thing is that I like too is that when he met up with Hardcore, they made a reference to Creature Commandos, and if you didn't watch Creature Commandos, definitely watch that show. It's definitely good. They made a reference because, and basically it's not a spoiler no more because the episodes already came out. In the episode, I forget what episode it was. I think it was like the last episode, but let me know in the comments below. But basically, in Creature Commandos, there was an episode where Rick Sr. basically getting his back broken by Clayface, and Hardcore mentions that because James Gunn said that Creature Commandos is basically connected, is canon to Peacemaker and Superman and all that.
Yeah.
And Hardcore was like, "Oh, how's your back feeling after what happened and stuff and all that, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Yeah, it's okay now. It's okay." So I'm like, "Ooh, that's cool that they made a reference
Oh yeah.
to that. That was cool that they made a reference to that." And they made another reference to Superman the movie because at the ending scene where his brother Keith, when he went over to Earth X, his brother Keith, after he washed his face after getting beat up from Rick Flag Senior, he took Eagly over there with him, and he said he was gonna start a new life. His brother came out of nowhere and was like, "Hey man, get dressed. We got a kaiju downtown. We got to fight and stuff." And when you watch it at the end of the episode, it's the same kaiju that Superman faced in the Superman movie with the Justice Gang. I was like, "Oh, okay,
yeah.
James Gunn, you cooking, bro,
Sure.
you cooking, you
Yeah,
cooking."
sure.
I like that scene. That scene caught me, and I was like, "Damn." Another scene that caught.
Hey,
Go
hey,
ahead.
Mike, I don't share. James Gunn is cooking it right now, dude.
No,
He's
he
going hard.
is, bro. He is. Because he said that
Like,
episode 6, 7, and 8 are going to have cameos and stuff that leads into. If y'all didn't hear the news, but y'all should have heard the news. Basically, James Gunn said that Man of Tomorrow is going to have Peacemaker, Supergirl, Lobo, Lex Luger, and Superman, David Cornsworth Superman. So basically, 6, 7, and 8 episodes are going to be tied into Man of Tomorrow because Peacemaker is going to be in Man of Tomorrow with Superman. Don't know what his role
yeah,
is going to
sure.
be, so hey, I
Yeah,
can't
sure.
wait. But
Hey,
another
it could be fire, bro. I'll tell you that much.
no, it is. Another scene I would say this is my last scene I would say is that when Peacemaker basically after he got beat up from Rick Flag Senior and he talking to AIDS and Vigilante in the car and he was just like, "I had enough of this. I'm done with it and stuff." So
Yeah.
he goes back
Oh yeah.
and Eagly. That's after Eagly basically got done with Red Saint Wow after he basically beat him up. He
Yeah.
took his finger.
You know he ain't dead though, right?
Oh yeah. After he took his finger and he came back, that's when Peacemaker made a note and was telling Aves all the stuff basically, and he sent her a text message and stuff, and he was like,
Yeah, sure.
he's like, such and such. It was good knowing y'all. I just don't fit in this world. I want to do good. The Milia hardcore. I want to date her in Earth X. I'm gonna find a new world. Y'all could turn my box thing in and get credit and get
Yeah.
y'all jobs back.
That
And
shit was crazy.
that shit was crazy. But the part that had me almost crying was when that after he was reading or after she was reading it and Vigilante went in the room and AIDS went in there too and he started crying. I was like, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you gotta think. I mean, at this point, Vigilante, I would consider Chris as like his older brother,
Yeah, his best friend.
or basically like as his best friend, or however you want to say it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a sad moment too. Oh yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
I almost started crying. I was like,
Check we talk about the ending scene, which is great because that was my last one too. I also like the part where like after the scene like with Vigilante is flying, uh uh my hardcore she's like so you know how I use this thing, and then Ace was like sort of I seen him press buttons on it or
yeah.
and then she goes okay let's go and she's like where we going she's like oh she goes we're gonna go save Chris we definitely can't do it here because August will find us and then my boy Connor was like F F F
You're
you
like,
know
fuck.
yeah well I don't want to actually say that but he got he got pretty triggered though.
Oh yeah. And
I mean, but you know damn well Connor's gonna go with
Oh
that.
yeah.
He's not gonna abandon Chris.
Oh yeah, no, that was good game.
Yeah, like they said, they're the 11th Street kids, you know.
That's right. And I like
So that
I like, not to cut you off. I like we also at the end of that scene where we see basically uh Langston tell, because Judo Master basically, this is another part that y'all gotta think about too going into episode 6. So apparently everybody's saying that this is Earth X, and we know Earth X is just straight like white people. They're just caters to white people. They don't like other races. So you got to think about this going into episode 6. Think about this going into episode 6. You got to think about these different things. Before I go into that, talking about that part, I did like when Sasha Bordeaux looked at Rick Flag, like she kind of gave him a look like, did I really just do this, or like she got something cooking, but we don't know what it is, but she got something cooking. She playing Rick Flag, but we don't know what's going on with that. That's what that look was given. But we go back to Judo Master, and I want y'all to think about this and let me know in the comments too, that this is Earth X. And so Judo Master, he is Asian. So
he's not an American, he's Chinese.
Yeah, he's Asian. He's Asian.
Yeah.
So he's going over to a world with Nazis that don't like no races. Asians, Chinese, Koreans, Vietnamese, African Americans, Latinos, none of them. So he's going over to a world where they don't like none of them. So it's going to be interesting to see with episode 6 to see how he fits in that world, basically.
Oh,
it's something to think about.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about that either.
Because I'm like, ooh, that's going to be interesting. Because, you know, Judo Master, he don't put up with nobody's bullshit. Because you see when he said
he dug it.
Well, when Langston was calling him Munchkin, he was like, no, that's little people. I'll rip your dick off if you say that to me again. I was like, my boy Judo Master don't be playing no jokes. He said, I'm going to rip your dick off, bro. But it's interesting to think about it. So I think I'm thinking episode 6, which is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in for it.
That's right.
I'm thinking a Bio or AIDS, she's going to find something, because if y'all don't know, look at a couple of the episodes when he goes over to Earth X. This is another thing to think about, is that when he goes to see Hardcore on Earth X, and they show the flags, the little flags on the desk. Look at them. Look at the desk and look at them flags. Pause it and look at them. That you see that the flags, like how usually when you see like the flag, it shows like the American flag where it shows the blue and the red, but it just shows the red. It's because that's not an American flag. That's the Russian flag. And that's why they got it like crinkled up and like twirled up, and it only shows the red. Think about it.
Yeah.
Look up your flags and look at it, and then look at that episode. I'm like, wow.
Ooh. Okay.
That makes sense.
You cooking right now?
That makes sense. Because they didn't show the blue. They just showed the red. Because we know the Russian flag is way different from the American flag, where it shows the stars and stuff. And if you look at it, it shows that. And I'm like, bro, what the?
Yeah, that is true.
Because it's like, why would they cover up the American flag or like crinkle it up and twirl it up? Because if you see it at the desk, it's crinkled up where it only shows the red with the stars. And it's like, it makes you think like they must be hiding something. And I think Ace is going to find out something in that world in episode 6 tomorrow and tell Peacemaker like, hey, you know, this is a basic place. This is a Russian Earth because such and such blah blah this.
Because Well, we don't know yet if they all go inside the portal though. We know Hardcore does, but we don't
Well,
know
we
if
know that
Vigilante
they
and
all went in
Ace
there.
goes in there.
We know they all went in there.
I'm just saying, but we don't technically know yet. But cause
No, for
the
episode
only
6, the
like little
trailer.
kind of like cutscene that we had
Yeah.
was when it shows Hardcore and Chris, and she's like talking to him. It looked like at August, to be honest.
Well, we all know that they all went in there. It's just they didn't show. They didn't want to show it. But we know they all went in there because apparently, from watching episode 6 trailer, they go into Vigilante's basement and open up the portal in his basement. So they all go through the portal.
Vigilante's basement. Is that when he actually opened the portal at?
Mm-hmm. You ain't see the trailer? Oh, you
No, I
probably...
seen the trailer. I just didn't know where it was.
Yeah, they open it up in episode 6 preview trailer. It should be on HBO. Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Look for episode 6 preview.
Yeah, I seen the trailer. I just didn't know like where they opened it up at. So it
Yeah.
was Vigilante's basement.
Yeah, because he says, "Mom," I forget what he says. He's like, "Mom, don't disturb me. I'm hanging out with my friends and stuff." And he goes in his basement and he has the drugs and the money down there. And that's where economists make that whole reference where he's like, "Why don't you flush your drugs down the toilet?"
Because they're mine. Yeah. All right. But those were our thoughts on
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Back to this.
We had a lot to talk about in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Or this in our thoughts and our predictions. Yeah. But overall, it was a good episode. There's probably like a little more. There's like a little more of a kind of like a mix between like some type of action and a little bit of sadness mixed in, which I like.
Yeah.
But overall, I liked it. But anyway, let us know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Let us know your thoughts, your theories, your ideas, or your
reviews,
your thoughts, theories, ideas.
Yeah.
And anything else you guys want to talk about down in the comments down below.
And we will start getting better at doing reviews. When we do Lanterns next year, we'll do it differently. How we'll literally actually break it down each episode. It's just for this Peacemaker, we're just doing moments by moments. So Lanterns, we'll break it down, literally break it down, so y'all actually tell.
And like I said, it's we always like the guys' feedback and all that good stuff, and we always make sure if somebody does the comments, we try to read them and we try to implement them to our videos.
Mm-hmm. Like our DC videos that we're going to be dropping soon.
Right. Yes. Yep. We have DC. Going to be dropping the DC
2.
Lego villains game. Once you get all mixed up, it'll probably be dropping tomorrow. We'll probably have a go for you guys tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow, or probably what's tomorrow? Thursday. Maybe Friday. Possibly
Friday?
Thursday. Maybe Friday because these two Peacemaker videos will drop tomorrow.
Okay. But
So either
either way,
Thursday
that
or
goes on our
Friday.
gaming channel. So
Yeah.
we could drop that one tomorrow if we wanted to.
Yeah. So we'll just
So we're planning on recording another episode of it.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah. So even if we would drop it tomorrow, episode 2, we would have episode 3 to drop like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, let's do all those. Let us know what you guys thought. But with that being said, it's been your boy, the fastest fat man alive, a.k.a. Hyper Speed, a.k.a. React Speed. Because because it's my reaction channel. I'm gonna start throwing that in there. Because theoretically this is a separate channel from my gaming channel, so I'm still it's still the same person, hyperspeed. But I'm gonna start throwing that in at the end of my video to react with speed, because technically react with speed is my reaction channel name.
Yeah, he
So you
has
gotta
to
throw
just
that
get
in there.
used to it, saying it like how I say mine.
Exactly. You gotta like throw that in there, But anyway, take it away, radio.
If you enjoying the video, make sure you get your arrow, shoot at the like button, shoot at the subscribe button, become a member of the Arrowettes. I want to thank y'all for coming by React with Arrow. It's been your boy, the Archer of Truth, Red Arrow. Get your arrows, and like I always say, arrows up, arrows down. Take it away, hyperspeed.
And with that being said,
We out.
we're speeding out of here. Peace!
Make sure y'all get y'all arrow. Pull that boy, shoot it right at the like button, subscribe button, and become a member of the Arrowettes.